Alright. There we go, there we go. Alright, is it time to get started, man? It's almost time. LeetCode Daily first. And then we're gonna work on some stuff. I don't know what yet. Here we go. Hopefully it's an easy daily problem, man. Oh man, I forgot to do yesterday's daily. Next time. Minimum pixel pusher, what's happening? Minimum index of a valid split. An element x of an integer array of length m is dominant if more than half the elements of array have a value of x. You're given a zero index integer array nums of length n with one dominant element. You can split nums at any index I into two arrays like that. But the split is only valid if I is within range and both arrays need to have the same dominant elements. What's happening, Icy Black Deep? Welcome to the party. Here, nums I to j denotes that subarray of nums starting at index I and ending at index j, both ends being inclusive, particularly if j less than I, then what are they talking about, man? Return the minimum index of a valid split. If no valid split exists, return -1. I think I could do this. So first we have to identify the dominant element, and then wait, I think I can do it. Let me think. Let's look at example. So dominant element 2, clearly, and we're trying to find some I where 2 is dominant in both. So what does dominant mean? Dominant means more than half. So that would be like right here. You split, oops, you split that, right? Is that the answer? Index 2. Okay. So I think we need to know how long the subarray on the left side is, which it's left size equal I plus 1, right? Let me draw some indices here. So if we're at I, then this subarray, including the index that I is on, is going to be I plus 1. So this is length 1. If we're here, it's length 2, and so on. And then we just need to make sure that the count is greater than half. So maybe we'll keep count of our dominant, and as we iterate through, so 1 is not equal to our dominant, so our count is 0. We go to the next element. This is our dominant element, so our count is 1, and our size is 2, but this is less than half because half is 1, so this is not good. And then now this is a dominant element and our count is 2, our size is 3, so this is good. And then we know the right side count is 1 and it's of size 1. Let me see, what is the right size? So if we're here, the right size is gonna be n minus 2 minus 1. Let me think about that. N is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2 minus 1. So n minus I minus 1. That's what we're looking at for the right size. The left size is I plus 1. And the count, I guess this should be like left count. And then the right count would be the total count. And then we just subtract from the right count. That's how I'm going to go about solving this problem. Let's see. what are we trying to do here? We are trying to find first the dominant element. I'm thinking maybe you can do the majority vote thing here, but I'm just gonna use a dang frequency map, man. Let me see, 10 to the 5th, oh, 10 to the 9th the values are. So I'll just use a dang hash map. Iterate through. Let's try and find our dominant element, and then we'll say, how do we find it, man? Do we just keep max count or something? Wait. No, it's not max count. We're looking for, so they say there's always a dominant element in the input. Let me see. Nums has exactly one dominant element. Yeah, so if that's the case, I'll just take the maximum count as a dominant element. So here we go. Frequency map, increment the count, and then if that count is greater than max count, something like that, right? Looks a little messy, but whatever. I think it should work. And then now we do a little left count, right count thing. So I'm just going to iterate through. Well, let me make left count equals 0, right count equal max count, right? No, that's not right. Right count equal frequency map dom. And it's not right because the count might be incorrect since it only gets set when we find it's greater than. Anyways, left count 0, right count starts at that, and then I'm going to iterate through every index. And what are we trying to say? We're trying to say the left size. So if the left counts, all right, here we go. If nums I is equal to our dominant element, then we increment our left count and we decrement our right count, yeah? And then after that, we want to check if, what are we checking, man? We're checking the size, the target, left target, I guess. I'll just call it that. Left target equal left size, which is I plus 1 over 2, right? And then right target is right size, which is I minus, no, it's n minus I minus 1. Do I have to put all these parentheses? Divided by 2. And what are we doing? Steven Sagiball, what's happening? I met my new manager today. What's the vibe like? Made bad decisions with my ex. Oh no. Describe your manager. What's that doing? Right count, left count. Oh yeah, we just gotta make sure the left count is greater than left target. Should I call that target or half? Whatever. Sorry. And our right count is greater than our right target. So if both these things are true, then we found a good index. Asian male seems cool. That's the only description you got, man. You didn't get a like a read on his personality. Was he making jokes? Was he serious? Nice. I don't know what else. Does he play soccer? Yeah, like, did he tell you anything about his personal life? hobbies, how long is at the company, resume, you know, he's having a baby. There we go. That's something. Wait, he told me similar to what Google people do, like at your beginning, you're drinking from the fire hose. Yeah. What if he's in this chat right now? Nah. Then he'll probably say hello to you. Should we return -1? Otherwise, like right here. Leet Whale. How you doing, Leet Whale? What's happening? Alright, let me see here, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 elements, 6 ones, and the answer is 1, 2, 3 right here. This is the answer. I think I would get the right answer. Should I just submit or should I? Yeah, I should. Man, I think it's right. I'm gonna submit. Nah, come on, man. How is this wrong? What are you talking about, man? How am I gonna give -1? Wait, vibes are good. I'm a very eager person, so I wanted to like to do stuff, but you learn in boot camp. Yeah, I guess so. Risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, it didn't work out for me. Let me, like, how would this fail? Left count is 0, and then we hit that, nothing happened. 5, 5, yeah, it kind of worked. Wait. Alright, I'm trying to debug this with my eyeball. Oh shit. You know, I forgot to... Alright, well... It's all good, it's all good. I was about to say, I forgot to pull up my YouTube chat, but ain't nobody watching on YouTube. Or nobody chatting on YouTube. Yeah, I forgot to fix my shelf too, man. I haven't even... I'll deal with that mess this weekend, man. Anyways. Alright, we're trying to eyeball our bug. So this is the test case. How come I failed? So alright, the dominant number is 3. I iterate through the numbers. 3, 1. This greater than that. Update that. Yeah, max count is now 1. Hit the 1 at 1. Now we're at 2. Dominant element should be 1. And this should be 3. So our right count is 3. What the heck is going on? So at index 0, it's 3. But this shouldn't trigger the if statement. Our right target is 0. Wait, our left target is 0. Right target is that. That should be alright. And then... I can't see it, man. Must be something funky with this. Should I just hit run? Don't defense. What's happening? Oh, eat you from YouTube. What's happening? Frequency map X, line 12. Wait, what's wrong with that? Oh yeah. Eat you. You got great vision, man. Can't believe that worked for 500 test cases. And Saddam from YouTube, how are you doing? What algo pattern are we using to solve this problem? I wouldn't even know what to call this pattern, man. What is it's like a pivot pattern? Like when you stack up the total and then slowly decrement as you go? Is there a name for it? I'm about to come up with a name for it right now. Yeah, it's the dang pivot point pattern. Leet whale, thank you. All right, type racer in a bit. Do you like your manager? Of course, I think my manager is really great. Unfortunately, I'm I don't know. The work isn't that as good. Like, I'm not too excited about the work I do, but I'm very happy about like my team and the people I work with, you know. Oh, prefix and suffix sum. Oh, well, I suppose you could say that. Dev God. I think you're right. So I was thinking maybe instead of doing it this way, could we use the whatever majority vote algorithm, Boyer something majority vote. Let me see if I remember how to do that. So so that means we can probably do this in ON or constant space if we just did something like this. Hold on. So we want to keep a count of, let me look at some examples. So here, 1 would be the dominant number. I guess this could be whatever. We don't have this frequency map. How does it go, man? I can't remember. It's like if the element is the maximum element, then we increment the count, and if it's not, we decrement the count. And then once the count goes below 0, then the dominant element becomes the current number. Let me think about that. So what are we saying here? If, maybe I should just erase all this. If x is that, then we increment the count. Otherwise, we decrement the count. And if this count turns to 0, then our dominant element is now x. Yeah? And then now, but we still don't have the dang, we still don't have the actual count unless we do some type of 2-pass thing. I don't know, man. Maybe it's not worth it. But I've come this far. I might as well try. So I'll just iterate through nums and yeah, if this don't work, I'm out of here. Moving on. Well, something didn't work again. Anyways, I don't even know if I can do this. You feel pressured for L5? Nah, no way. There's no pressure to go for L5. There must be like 500 test cases with one number. Yeah, or something, man. How did that pass so many test cases? All right, y'all ready to move on? I did a little bit of homework and research yesterday on the whole app and what we're working on. So basically I just have this React front end and it has a WebSocket and it connects to the C++ server on the back end. And it just doesn't really do anything crazy. Oh, type racer. Type racer, don't defense. How am I gonna forget? Bet? It's been a while. Alright, what are we gonna bet, man? What's happening, no condom Chris? Me plus Q versus no condom Chris plus Simon. Dang. Everyone is fast there except me, but I'll do it. I'll do it, man. Do I have to type it out? Don't defense. Wait. Yeah, we get the Grayson equal. Well, I can't fit everything. But you guys know what I'm talking about, man. Alright, there's the bet. Who's gonna win? I don't know. I'd like it to be me and no condom Chris, but we'll see. I only got 1.6k in your bank account. Dang. You're gonna need a little bit more cash than that, man. How are you gonna rent somewhere? Are you talking about your channel point bank account or what? 0x Machine, how are you doing? Do you use C++ during your interviews? Well, I don't interview right now, and I haven't interviewed in almost 4 years. But yeah, when I did interview 4 years ago, I used C++. Should I sell pictures of my feet online? I don't know, man. Do you have like feet that people will pay money to see them? If you got some nice feet, maybe you should do it, you know. If you don't have nice feet, maybe not. Yeah, only one way to find out, Steven Sagiball. You should start selling those pictures. See if you can sell some. And if you start to gain some traction, let me know if you need a manager or something. Anyways. I just did the daily. I don't know why I was struggling with understanding what it asked. Bobby Blue, what's happening? Alright, so type racer. Let's do the thing. The warm-up round first and then championship round. Oh, Mike Club from YouTube, what's happening? Your use returning -1 at the end. You must not. Well, anyways, I've moved on from that problem, man. But if you want to type race, here's the link. And I guess I should hit the Discord with the type racer. Where's the type racer? Alright, here we go, man. Warm-up round. Dang. Gonna be real quick. Man, Steven Sagaball. Coming with them Taylor Swift lyrics. I know what's up. Oh man, that password was tough. That even fit, man. I'm a guest, yo. What the hell, man? I didn't sign up to be a guest. Let me log in. Anyways, that was just the warm-up round. Championship round about to begin. We need a long passage? Nah, we don't need a long passage. Alright. Is this the racetrack? Alright, here we go. Jesus Christ. Anybody could win this, man. Y'all ready? I have to start the race on the other thing. Let's do this. I'm gonna hit a top speed right now. Shh. Shh. Pixel Pusher with a 120, man. Somebody could have taken him out today. Jesus Christ. And then Six Pack Sexy, 106. Me, third, 104. Don't defense, 101. Q Ultimas, 91. Clistar, 77. Bobby Blue, 72. Guest. Man, all the guests came last. That's why you should register, man, so we could see who your names are. Nah, it's fun. It's fun to like see who's who in the type racer. Anyways, so the bet is me and No Column Chris won that bet. Easy work. That was like way too easy, man. I don't know. Running back in 48 minutes, yeah. Wait, alright. I selected the right thing, yeah? Dang, Future, Highway, Pixel, Pusher, big money. Big money. No Condom Chris, Clistar, Bobby Blue, very nice. Now we'll see Simon Vibe. You don't like Vibe Coding, Bobby Blue? Come on, man. It's the future. I know everyone is a little bit resistant to change, but vibe coding is for sure the future of tech. That's what I think. Here we go. I believe it so much, I bought the dang Cursor Pro for $100. That's how much I believe it. I vibe code my CMake list, man. I tried to vibe code my CMake list and it didn't do it properly, and I was stuck on trying to compile my C++ for like 3 days, you know, but I finally figured it out. Supporting AI? Wait, what are you talking about? I was very anti using AI for my projects when I started building on stream, but as I've been using it, I think it does save me a lot of time, man. It might not be always correct, but it's been fun. Can I vibe code the contest? You can if you want. CMake is the one thing I don't like about C++, but the language I really like. Yeah, I don't even know anything about CMake. Is that what I've been using? The CMake list? Yeah. I guess I don't like CMake either. I do C++ at work, and we don't use any of this CMake makefile junk. We use something called Blaze, which I think is similar to Basel or whatever. I don't even know what it's called, man. I don't know if that's like a replacement for CMake, because everything is already set up at work. I just press the button and it compiles. G++ for me, since it's everywhere, but then again, I'm a C++ noob. Yeah, so am I. Honestly, I'm amazed Google doesn't even use CMake. Yeah, don't know anything about that. Alright, wait, Mike Club. Dang, you must be behind, man, because we already ran that type racer. New keyboard and learning. Wait, which layout are you learning? Are you learning Dvorak or whatever? Whatever it's called. I don't know. C++ have those for piping stuff into C and C out. Looks cool though. Wait, what? For all the reasons to like C++, I've never heard of somebody saying that's the reason they chose C++, you know? Well, I don't know if that's the reason you coding C++, but thought it was funny that that's the thing you like the most. Anyways, JetBrains C-Line uses it by default, as does the cross-platform Visual Studio Bills. Alright, let me just run everything that I've built up so far, and then I'll try and give you a brief explanation of where we're at today and what we're trying to do. Alright, so I just started up my backend API, which, man, I don't even know if I need that junk. I guess I do. It has some logic in there that I need. But I could really move that into Remix, man. But I leave it for now. So that's running, and then do I need to run my C++ junk? I guess so. Is this it? Yeah. So I was doing some research. I think I might have a nice project that I need to do in order to continue along this path with C++ and Supabase. I need to build a Supabase client in C++. No one has built one yet. Well, I might not build out something open source. I might just hack something together. Or I might try and see if I can vibe code that, man, because if the Supabase client is written in like 20 different languages, I don't know how many, 10 different languages, then I'd imagine that, and all these things are open source, I'd imagine that you could vibe code just a translated version into C++. I haven't, alright, Mike Club says, I haven't switched out to a new layout per se, but I hand-wired a dactyl menu form. Dang. I know what the dactyl menu form is, man. That's a crazy keyboard. I've always kind of wanted one, but I'm not really into keyboards that much anymore. But if I was, I'd probably try and get one. Cool. Wait, what are we doing? I was talking so much junk. I forget what. I'm trying to run the C++ binary. It's pretty good at adding the files to the CMake config without needing to open it. But I like configure the CXX flags for CLang and set the source files manually. Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff, man. When's the keyboard building stream? Oh, Jesus, man. I don't know. One of these days, I have like 2 or 3 keyboards to build. And I'm getting tired of this keyboard that I use now. This one. This is a Bubble 75. I think I've been using this for about a year and a half or so as my main daily driver at home. Well, at least on this machine. But, I don't know. Maybe when I built Q's keyboard, I felt like it's not what I'm looking for anymore, you know? Alright, what are we trying to do, man? I gotta run this binary. Wait, project out of date. Sure. No 10 key? It's Tommy Son. What's happening? A 10 keyless? What do you mean 10 key? You mean a numpad? Nobody wants them dang numpads, man. What are you, an accountant or something? What kind of number is he typing in like that? I'm a programmer, not doing taxes all day or something. Anyways, what? Oh yeah, I was trying to tell you what I'm trying to do today. Typing numbers between 0 and 9, it's got all of them. Yeah. Wait. Coding with Club. Thank you very much for that Prime subscription. I gotta put you up there in the Hall of Fame on the website right here. Who's that, man? That is Coding with Club. Hey, Coding with Club. Oh, switch to from YouTube since there's a huge delay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube and the delay, man, but welcome to the Twitch party, man. I hate to say it, but I think Twitch is a much better streaming platform than YouTube. I think the community is a lot more, at least in software game development, community is a lot more active. There's more people actually talk to you and stuff. On YouTube, it's tough, man. I don't know. Anyways, look at that latest subscriber. Thank you so much. Oh, I still gotta fix Hector HSC's extra bits. It's been like a month, man. Even on Twitch, the software category has way less people than it should. I don't know. I think the category itself is kind of boring, cause it's hard to just jump into somebody's project and know what the hell they're doing, man. Like even my project is so small. Who knows? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing when I get back on stream. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to show you. So this is the project. Wait, here it is. This is my dev version or localhost version. So what I'm trying to do right now, the last stream I made this route that has a little chat thing that doesn't really work fantastic, but it works. You know, these are things like if I open up a new browser and I'm here, hello there. So that's what I've been up to here. And it's all coming through this C++ socket server. So what I'm trying to do today is I want to make this chat thing kind of like a Steam overlay on my website. You know, I don't know if I'm assuming 90% of y'all play games on Steam. You can just press like Shift Tab and you get the chat pop up and everything, and you can talk with your friends. So I'm trying to do something like this on this website where once you're on the website, you connect to the chat room and maybe there's a button you can show the chat like in World of Warcraft or send messages and whatnot. So that's what I want to do. And there's a few roadblocks for me to accomplish this. First is I'm using Supabase for my auth and stuff, and if I want to authenticate on WebSockets, I'm going to have to authenticate on the Supabase API. They have a REST API, but there isn't a library like a Supabase C++ client library for me to use. So I'm going to have to build something myself or just interact directly with their API, which might be a little bit annoying. And I need this because I want to do authenticated WebSockets so that only people who are logged in and stuff can chat. Well, maybe not only people, but if you're logged in, I want it to show your username and whatnot and verify that you are who you say you are. But today I'm not going to worry about that Supabase client. I'll probably try and vibe code that another day. Today, what I really want to accomplish is having this chat overlay without authentication just kind of work and have it in like global state somewhere. So dang, did I close the thing? Global state, so that we're not constantly connecting and disconnecting from the chat room. Once you're on the website, you're connected to the chat room until I guess you leave the website or disconnect manually. So I don't even know if people come on the website, but I'm just trying to play around with these WebSockets. So what are we doing immediately? I guess we need to figure out how can we store that WebSocket object in like some type of context. Just doing a little research, like should I just manage context with use React context thing or what? And there's a library called React Global Context. Starts with a Z. What's it called, man? Starts with a Z. React context library that starts with Z. Zoostand. There it is. Arik, how you doing? Is vibe coding allowed at work? I think they're trying to encourage you to vibe code, man. But I tried to vibe code at work a few times. It's challenging, you know. We have internal vibe coding tools, But I guess, you know, there's not like for open source stuff, and there's so many things on GitHub that you can train it on. But internally, I think there's not that many examples all the time, so it's not as accurate, you know. How you doing, Arik? Is it so weird? Yeah, I don't think it's ready for to like boost productivity a whole lot, you know. The only thing that is good for me at work is like autocomplete, AI autocomplete. It makes repetitive tasks a lot easier, you know. Tried so hard in getting a job, but when I didn't try, I got two. What do you mean? Maybe you tried so hard and you didn't get one, but all that training that you did in your first attempt rolled over to the future when you didn't really try too hard and got multiple. So maybe the reason you got two is because you tried hard the first time. Rhett Trom, how you doing? I had similar experience with AI at work. Can't trust it working with distributed systems. Too much context. Yeah, I suppose. I don't trust it either. Alright, so I'm gonna try and use this dang thing. Zoostand. Whatever it is. 51,000 stars, man. Can we go bad with that? We can't. Look, a small, fast, and scalable, bare-bones state management solution using simplified flux principles. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what a flux is, man. Should I know what that is? So you know what's next. I just copy the name. That's all I need. And we're here. Check me out. I'm just gonna tell this dang thing. Use Zoostand to store my WebSocket so that I can access it from any components. Had me at comfy API, yeah? Isn't Flux a thing that shifts your monitor's colors to be less blue? What are you talking about, man? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I used to use that 10 years ago when I thought I was a hacker. I used to put Flux on my MacBook to get those sunset colors, man. I used to be in the dark at 4 a.m. with Flux on full blast. And it used to feel real cool. But I don't use that stuff anymore. It's the thing that lets the cars time travel. You know, I've never seen that dang movie. Wait, anyways. Did it do it, man? I haven't heard of Flux in years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Tommy Son. I used to use this from about 2014 to about 2016. Like almost 10 years ago. Alright, let's see what they're saying. I'll help you create a Zoostand store to manage your WebSocket connection. Here's a concise implementation. Alright, use WebSocket store. We have that somewhere. Whatever. Looks good to me. Where should we put that? Here, I guess. In stores? Sure. I use it all the time, 2010 to 2012. Yeah. Wait, so now you don't use it? What do you do now? You just take all that blue light? Or do you have some of those dang yellow glasses? I have a pair of Gunners, man. I expensed them at work a long time ago because I didn't know what else to do with my money. They gave us like $1,000 to spend for work from home during COVID, and I spent like $998 of it. Gunners. Yeah, I don't even know where they are. I think I wear them on stream like one time. Dark mode everything and it does alright, but I always have some soft warm light on my desk so my monitors aren't the only thing producing light. I see. Yeah, that's true, man. I guess dark mode, everybody just has a dark mode. I always say this, but in the last 4 years that I've been lead coding, I think the only new feature LeetCode has launched is dark mode, man. It's like, what are they doing? I can't believe it. 4 years, just dark mode. Come on, man. Speaking of, where's Stu Squared? He said he wants to stream more than AOC this year, man. We gotta. Yeah, where is Stu? He only comes out for Christmas. Should try and send him a DM or something. What about LeetCode Collaborative Beta? Man, that still's not released though. It's still in beta mode. How that's gonna be in beta mode for 5 years, man? Come on. What are they doing over there? LeetCode body pillows? That's what you want, Steven Sagiball? Wait, gonna work in React and React Native? I'm coming to you for help after a few months. It took a team of 500 elite algorithm masters to implement dark mode. Yeah. Coco eating bananas. Oh, you wait. You want a body pillow with Coco eating some bananas on it? Maybe I'll add that to the merch shop for you. Ain't that crazy? They own the mobile. Is it crazy? Anyways, alright, so we copied in this use web store thing, and then say, then you can use it in any component like this. Alright, let's try it. Wait, where did that put it in? Did it? I clicked the button. Alright, I clicked that one. Oh, maybe I clicked the wrong button. How do I go back? I think it gave me something else originally. Wait. Give me the answer again. I don't know what the hell. Or that DP jumping thing. Wait, what? Body pillow of Alice and Bob playing a game. Line sweep body pillow. I don't know about these ideas, man. The frog thinking. Oh, a big frog body pillow. That's what y'all want? Or a long body pillow. Alright, so okay, they gave me this WebSockets store, yes, and then they say use this anywhere. So let's try to use this in our socks page here. Well, first we have to install the thing. Let me do that. npm install zoostand. Alright, they said remember to replace your WebSocket URL. Alright. I'll do that. Man, it knew. It knew what my URL was. That's crazy. So, alright, do I have to transfer some of this logic? So on open, don't do anything. On message, what do I do here? Do I need like How do I store my messages? Do I need something else? Let me ask this AI thing. How will I store my messages in Zeus stand? Just do it for me, you know? So we gotta make another store. We'll see. Dead egos, what's that? What a shame. Elixir Phoenix make WebSockets stupid simple. Man, I don't even know what. Are you the same person that was talking about Elixir the other day? I forget. Was it you talking about Elixir? Every day. Do you work for Elixir or something? Elixir Phoenix. Is it like comparable performance or what? That is indeed day job. I mean, what is Elixir, man? Is it a crazy language or what? Is it like higher level, lower level? Functional language built on Erlang. Yeah, I don't know anything about functional programming. I don't know anything about Erlang. But yeah, I'm more curious like where Elixir is comparable to like what language in terms of performance, you know? Is it supposed to be like a Go, C++, Rust type of thing? Or is it supposed to be on par with like Python or something, you know? Anyways. It's more like Go. It's pretty fancy then. Anyways, isn't it looks like one language that Ethereum uses? I don't know. It's functional. It's not like any of those. Yeah, I don't know much about functional programming. I keep hearing people say it, but who knows what it means. Where's Stu? Oh, Stu is all into that type of stuff, man. Yeah, I don't know anything about Ruby either, man. You keep comparing it to like all these things I have no idea about. The only things I know a little bit is C++, I guess a tiny bit of TypeScript, JavaScript, a little bit of Python, and maybe a tiny bit of Visual Basic .NET, and maybe a little bit of Java, and a super tiny bit of Go. Go is basically functional? What does it mean to be functional? Hold on, let me see what this dang thing is saying. How do I store my messages? That's what I asked it, right? And it's saying clear messages. Oh, it has a messages thing. It adds this message string. Yes. All right, LGTM, man. Let's just apply it. Yes, looks good. And then I'll read this in a bit. How to use it in any component. We'll try and use it in our socks route. No state. Oh, snap. Everything is stateless. Oh, but there is state. Everything is a function. It's just not an object. Sounds a little crazy. Wait, how do you store states? If it's... I mean, I don't really know anything about programming, man, but like a var? Like a variable. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much. What you talking about, man? Yeah, I suppose I only know object-oriented programming. Never. Wait, are you guys saying Go is a functional programming language? Oh, Go is not. I see. Because I've done a little bit of Go. Felt pretty normal to me, except weird syntax. Instead of keeping one var in memory and changing it, you just make new vars. And then there are monads? Should I Google that? That sounds suspicious, man. Design pattern that allows you to structure computations involving side effects or computations that may fail in a modular composable way. I don't know what they're talking about, man. Man, how do you know all this random stuff about programming? Monads, never heard that in my life. Elixir is an immutable language. You can't change memory. You can only make new memory. Dang, that sounds a little bit annoying. That sounds like it would make it less performant, but I don't know anything about anything. Midnight Simon video idea. Haskell programming, but if I get stuck into a monad deep dive, my computer turns off? Nah. Anyways, let me work on my dang. What am I doing? My messages in Zoostan. That's what we really need to do. I'm trying to use this in a component, man. Where'd I put this? Should I make it in socks? Alright, so first we just need this thing to use the WebSockets store. That means we don't need this anymore, or that. We don't need this, perhaps. Wait. Hey, what the hell is this connect thing? Should I trust this? I guess so. I don't need this anymore, maybe. I have to import this. Alright, where's that dang WebSockets store? Import, yes, I guess. Alright, where am I? It should be in... Where is this, man? Oh, it's in the absolutely wrong folder. That's where it is. What should source stores? Should I call a new, make a new folder stores? Put that there. Think about shared memory with parallel processing with immutable distributed computation. It's much easier because there's no shared memory. I see. Unit testing too? What are you talking about? Everything is isolated of each other, but beyond all that, Elixir is the language, Phoenix is the framework. Phoenix gives you simple WebSockets out the box with a really nice client and fault-tolerant system. Yeah, I know making my WebSockets in C++ is not the easiest thing to do, and it's not like super straightforward, but I'm chasing performance even though I don't have anyone using this thing yet. But it's just some, and you know, I always wanted to just learn how to build things in C++. I think this is a nice project for me to work on. Anyways, we gotta do this thing here. What's my address? 127. Let me just get it from. Should I delete this whole thing? Here's my address. Also with WebSockets, you should not worry too much about performance because it's over the network and thus it will fail at many times or have massive latency. It sounds a little crazy to say, man. Anyways, I think the performance, I mean, maybe I don't have to worry about it right now, but to say performance doesn't matter for WebSockets is a little wild claim, I think. Anyways, where are we going here? I have to fix this thing. Is this gonna work, man? I don't even know what this thing is doing, really. Welcome to the land of JavaScript, TypeScripts. Wait, what are you talking about? The land of JavaScript, TypeScripts. If it's too slow, the user needs a better browser. Oh, bad performance, yeah. Yeah, you know, so alright, all my side projects that I'm working on that I'll one day launch, I don't plan to use AWS or Azure or something like that, man. I think I'm going to try and self-host everything for as long as possible, which means I need to get as much performance as I can out my one server because it's gonna get used a lot, hopefully, you know. How are you going to be scalable if you don't use microservices? What are you talking about, man? I'm not trying to scale to the whole world either. I'm just trying to scale a little bit. I think the most scaling I'll probably have to do is order one more server, you know? And if that's happening, I'm pretty rich, I think. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about either, because I've never done any of this stuff before. I don't even know what I put here. So this is the stuff I copied in. Let me just comment this stuff out, man. going super slow here. So the message is, whatever, we'll see what's up. The message should be right here. Wait, does this mean it's just gonna... Let me just see. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Here we go. Alright, let's try and fix these bugs. New message not defined, yeah. Yeah, this stuff doesn't work. Oh, so I need a send message. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we don't need this, right? Send new message. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I need that. Yes. I do need that. And then send message on click. Send message. Yeah, we'll see. It's a hell of an error. Alright, I'm not making great progress here. Wait. Scalability is something you can worry about later. Yeah, I don't think I need to be super scalable in the beginning either. And I have this one server, I pay a good amount of money for it, I guess, 80 bucks. But I believe it should be able to scale and take me very far. You know, I don't think I need another server for a long time, man, unless I just get super crazy and rich and the whole world is using my website, you know, which I highly doubt. All right, so we're connected. And then the send message doesn't work. So let me see. All right, we're connected for sure. So maybe the GPT thing messed up my send message. Let me see what the hell the error was. The error says converting circular structure to JSON. What are they talking about, man? Content, any? So it's like content. Let's see. Think about this example. Say you have a single threaded system, once parts of a CSV file with 5,000 rows. In Elixir, you would spin up a process per row and have them all start at the same time. So even though it does not have high computational performance, it has better distributed parallel performance. Or on the other hand, you just a single thread as fast as you can. Real Midnight Simon website is perfect for when you want to watch static while you fall asleep. Like you're in a horror movie. What are you talking about, man? Alright. Wait, dead egos, what are you trying to say, man? Are you trying to say Elixir is the best language in the whole world or what, you know? Are you trying to say, like, why why didn't we just write everything in Elixir, man? Saying it's great at WebSockets. I see. Updog is the best language. Yeah. Wait, we're trying to just console log some stuff. Here we go. Send a message console log. Oh, it's some type of event. Huh. What the hell is a synthetic base on click event target? Oh yeah. How the hell do I get? All right. I don't understand anything here. I guess. Oh, I see. I think I know. I think I gotta do like some type of thing like that. Can I do that? Can I do that? I'm gonna try that. Future highway, what's happening? Wait, I don't get how it wouldn't fail if you load more data than you have memory. Glorified message broker. I don't know what an actor model is. True threads will max out on my 32 core CPU. So not a single thread. Huh. Wait, dang, any? Wait, where's the any at? Do I have an any? Probably. Alright, let me see if this dang thing's gonna work now. Send a message. Blah, blah, blah. No. Well, maybe it's alright. It sent a message, man. Oh, look at that. It did send a message. So now, alright, I gotta make this WebSocket thing receive messages properly and keep them in the store. So right now we have the send message, connect, and we got this on message, but this on message junk doesn't work, man. Or maybe it does. Let's see. Alright, we just sent that message. And then we just received that message. Yes, there it is, there it is. But it has all types of extra junk that we don't need. I see what's happening. So what's happening is when I get the message and I'm trying to display them, message text, but what is it called? It's really message dot content dot text. I just want to see it work, and then I'll think about cleaning it up. Bad vibes? Wait, bad vibes? Oh, bad vibe coding. You need to convert your protocol to 100 after the handshake. What you talking about? It said crypto UUID for the IDs had duplicate values. Wait, what are y'all talking about, man? All right, let me try it one more time. Hello there. Why is it sending twice? Is it me you're looking for? Alright, so we gotta figure out why it's doing it twice. And we also so if I click around and I go back to socks, does it like reconnect me? Alright, I don't want that, man. I want it to only connect one time. I think anytime I go to a new component, it's creating a new WebSocket connection. But I would like it to not do that. I would like it to, like, I guess, create a singleton or something, you know? Wait. Switching protocols to WebSocket, a client sends a get HTTP request with an upgrade header, which must also be listed in the connection header. The server agrees to switch protocols, returning a 101 response, meaning the connection has switched. I see what you're talking about, man. 101. Yeah. We're Ask Andy's and not Agent YOLO Chads? What you talking about, Arik? You don't like my cursor stuff? What are you trying to say? Hold on. We got some serious problems though. Because our use WebSocket. Alright, let me try and ask the dang thing right here. Add some context. Let's add use WebSocket store. Or maybe it's already added in the context. No, it's not. What should I say? I should be like, I would like the WebSocket to be a singleton. Instead of, let's see what they do. Wait, I think you can change the mode from Ask Agent or something to YOLO mode. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Maybe I need to hit that up. Hold on. So your first request in the HTTP needs to upgrade to WebSocket. I would check at least that happens. Otherwise, your request may rest. Wait, what are we checking, man? I'm confused. I'm so confused what you're talking about. Reset? The request may reset. First request, HTTP needs to upgrade to WebSocket. Wait, when we make the thing, hold on, what did I change here, man? WebSocket instance. All right. LGTM, man. Let's use it. Accept. Is that it? When you make your first HTTP request for the WebSocket, how does it know to keep it long-lived? I don't know, man. Am I supposed to know or like configure that stuff? Or you saying I'm doing it all wrong or what? I'm telling you it's 101. Anyways, I still don't know what you're trying to... Alright, it's 101, but what are you trying to tell me though? Are you trying to tell me to change something? Or are you trying to tell me to... like, why I'm getting 2 messages here? I'm not sure. Oops. See if it... Alright, it says 101 there. Is that bad, you're saying? It shouldn't be 101? That's all. That's what you wanted to see. Alright, cool. Anyways, what we're trying to do, we're trying to see if it gives us one socket, like the same WebSocket, yeah? How do I know that? Oh, no condom Chris, man. How you doing? Wait, how do I know if it's the same? Wait, I'll be there real soon with the type racer. Alright, we'll figure this out in a bit. Alright, type racer, real quick. Alright, who's here for the type racer, man? Except no condom Chris. There's a link. Don't defense gone? Yeah, who knows? Anyways, first race warm-up, second race championship round. Wait, if that was not happening, that would have explained your issue. If you click your request, there will be a message in the tab. Yeah, I'll check that out after this thing. Here we go, first race. Warm-up, second race championship round. Page doesn't load for me? What you talking about? Type racer doesn't load? Try it again. Dang, what's up with these short passages today? What the hell am I typing, man? That's the weirdest passage I've ever typed. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. I can't even read, man. Who knows? Alright, good thing that's the warm-up, because that was terrible for everybody. Alright, here we go. Championship round. I have a chance. Oh, I don't know if I have a chance. Oh, Jesus. Guest. First place. Who's that guest? Take a screenshot if you want to go up on the leaderboard. Otherwise, you're going down as guest. Dang, lots of guests today. Alright, y'all ready? Here we go. It was you? Nah, where's the screenshot, man? Where's the screenshot? I don't see it. You know the rules, don't defense. Send it now? Alright. Let's see. Is it in the type racer channel? Alright. Try. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. That's good enough for me. Never believes you, man. I just need evidence. Here we go. So it goes on to the website, midnightsimon.com, type racer champ. Don't defense at 108 WPMs, real close to no condom Chris. Look at that. 34th championship win. Wait. Didn't we just do a type racer earlier today, man? I think I forgot to record it. Right? Oh, I forget who won that one. Oh, Pixel Pusher won with 120. Alright, well, Pixel Pusher doesn't need another win. Alright, I'll try and remember to put that up there. I should just put it up there right now, even though it's not in chronological order. Pixel Pusher with 120. Do a comment, yeah. One race before. Wait. This took place one race before. Anyways, alright, back to the dang WebSocket thing. Alright, I just want the dang WebSocket to like always be there, and it doesn't matter which component I'm in, it's always like connected, you know. That's what I'm trying to accomplish right now, but I don't really know how to do that. So let me try and see if I can understand this code, because like I don't know what's up. Like, what does this mean? So yeah, website manager, click on yeah. So see, I know I can look at the responses. I think my server is not responding more than once. That's for certain, I think. And I've tested that before. So whatever is happening, it's probably just a vibe coding bug. And I'm digging a little bit deeper to see if I can understand any of this stuff. So this is saying, this is the connect function. Wait, what? But okay. It's outside the store. Instance on open. But so this, okay. All right, here we go. What was I trying to do again? I'm just trying to see if it keeps connecting. I don't even know if this is... Excuse me. Netcat is also a good tool for managing sending WebSocket messages, but that may be tricky for some to just learn it. Think of it like curl. Yeah, that probably sounds like a good tool for that. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy-san. Thank you, Izkiab. All right. Wait. Cam change. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Future Highway. All right. So how come it disconnects when I leave this page? Shouldn't that like always be connected? Since maybe I just don't understand. I mean, for sure, I don't understand what's going on. You should open your message section of the debugger and keep it open. Yeah, but I'm not debugging that right now. I'm trying to just have the one WebSocket connect one time only and just stay connected even as I navigate through my app. That's the thing I'm trying to figure out right now. And I don't think that is a WebSocket issue so much, more of a React thing. You're saying this is how you check? I mean, sure. But I also have these console logs when it connects and when it disconnects. So if it disconnects, I know something is wrong. But, you know. So maybe I don't understand how this zoo stand thing works, is what I'm thinking. Like, all the assumptions that I made don't seem to be correct. So I'm trying to get this thing from use WebSockets store, but how come it disconnects, man? Oh, right here. Maybe this is it. I don't want it to disconnect when it exits. Yeah? So I should just erase that. And then now we're connected. I go somewhere else and I come back. Well, it doesn't disconnect. Let me see where I log that stuff with WebSockets connect. Maybe it's... So is it like opening up two things or what? Wait, that request with the one-on-one should be long-lived and you should be able to see all the messages keep coming at tab. This thing right here. So there's like two connections or what? Yeah, there are two connections. Use effect runs on component mount, so it returned the connect function makes sense a moment ago. But it's still like a React problem that I'm dealing with here, you know, because I don't know how React works, and I know it's not my WebSocket server thing. I'm just trying to figure out how to create like the one connection only. It looks like it created one and then maybe it's like leaked now or something. With this other one, you know. So here's one. Sent some junk. Dang, got 3 times. How did that hit 3 times, man? Sunrise Lo-Fi, how are you doing? Is this component on the outside of the other components? Alright, I don't know anything, man. So there's this use WebSocket store thing. It is out wherever. And then the only place I have this use WebSocket store is in this socks thing where I have it here. So on mount it connects, but then this connect should only connect if it's not connected, right? It's like the WebSocket component needs to persist outside. I'm a backend guy who dabbles with React at work. Yeah, I'm an infrastructure person who has no idea anything about React. Wait, you need that to be a long-lived component, not a child. Oh, that makes sense. That makes total sense, man. I know what you're talking about. So, okay. Huh. So you're saying I have to like wrap my root or something? Have this live here somewhere? Maybe I should just call it in there, but not use it. Would that mean it's like long-lived if I did that? I can experiment just to see. Can't do that, man. Who knows? About to find out, man. Alright, we are about to find out if this is gonna work. Oh shit. Not Blues, thank you very much for the follow. I don't know, man. I don't think that's right. I think we got a bunch of them, huh? Man, look how many. What the heck is going on there? Hey, why is this connecting so many of them, man? Wait, don't have it nested? What do you mean? Do I have it nested? Probably put the disconnect back. But I don't want it to disconnect. I just want it to keep that one WebSocket and pass it around the whole app, you know? No, this is in the super root thing. Wait, I just wrote a React app where I had to have some global context in order to pass data down. Not WebSockets, but yeah. I had to keep that high up and not a nested child component. Yeah, so right now it's in the root, but maybe it's also here. But wouldn't this just get the same instance that got instantiated up here? Or no? Maybe my understanding of how singletons work is not correct. But I would think we create the singleton whatever here in WebSocket store. And then wherever we try and hit that again, it should work, or what? Invoke it at... Alright. Doesn't this invoke it? The connect? The use effect on startup? It tries to run this connect. Which would just say, basically, instantiate the new WebSocket and set all these things. Maybe you're creating new instances. Yeah, for sure it's creating new instances, but I don't know how to figure that one out. So you're saying I shouldn't do this here. I should try to use the same object that was created in this root thing. This is like sending, like making new things when I do it in socks. Thought that would just return the same instance, but maybe not, maybe not. A new WebSocket. You need the ref of the root instances to pass as a prop to the children. Use context. Wait, isn't this the context though? Man, I thought Zoostan was supposed to handle all that. Maybe Zoostan, I'm not using it right. Let me do some good old Googling. Feel like I'm losing my mind. That's what this person says. Move the WebSocket connection provider. So I don't have a provider. Maybe that's what I need. Right? Hmm. 81 rings. What's happened? Do I remember you? Yeah, I remember you, man. Still have it, Blaze Pascal, for sure. In React, everything cascades down from the parent to the child, but rarely does it go up from the child to the parent. I see. Yeah. Wait. What does that mean for me? Gotta do some research here. You don't call things in the parent from the child. Right. But I'm not doing that, right? I don't think I'm doing that anywhere. Okay, I think whatever vibe code stuff they gave me is just not working as I thought it would be. Just like, why would it... All right, here we go. Why does it have two of them, man? Oh, you agree, then we are good. I didn't see most of this code when he first started. I just that dual sockets by killing the code that starts them. Let's see who's starting what. Yeah, I don't think that call on line 21 is doing the work we think it is. If anything, I would think the WebSocket store would need to be instantiated at the top level, then passed as a prop to use WebSocket store. Yeah, for sure it ain't working. All right, let me. Man, should I go and try and actually learn this stuff, or should I ask the chat thing to do it again? Comment on the WebSocket code and see if it starts. Wait, which code? The WebSocket code. The one in the root thing, like this stuff? Or... yeah, that's a good idea. Well... no, it doesn't. There's no connection. Oops. Let me rerun it. Both or just the one? Wait, I just killed the one at the root and it doesn't connect when I go to my home page, but perhaps when I go here, it's gonna create the connection. Yeah, there's a connection now. And it opens twice. Yeah, this one hits it double time, man, when I load up this one page. I've used React context and you need to wrap the provider at the root level if your goal is to have the WebSocket store, but we're not using React directly, right? Yeah, I'm not using React context. I'm using this thing called ZooStand, but maybe I should, you know, do you think I should just peek at the documents, man? Because I just told, like, Cursor to figure it out. Then bind your components. What does that mean? You can use a hook anywhere without the need of providers. Select your state and the consuming component will re-render when the state changes. Is that because 2 times in debug mode? Wait, is that true? Everything renders twice in debug mode? So ZooStand is saying we don't need providers here. Well, what does that mean? So you catch certain issues. Alright, let me see what type of quick guides or whatever they got. Practice with no store actions. Testing. I don't even know what I'm looking for, man. APIs, hooks, middlewares. What is any of this stuff, man? Create store. Create a vanilla store. I don't know. Simon Lally from YouTube says use effect will fire twice in React 18 and above strict mode. If you're connected in use effect, that might be why. Huh. So there's a term called smart tunk. smart trunk, stupid leaves. This is the idea that most of your children components are just UI or simple logic, and your core logic lives in the main root of a given component. Huh. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think I've encountered some stuff with that already, and my website is even that crazy. It's just real simple, you know? Alright, what am I trying to figure out with this thing? I'm just trying to have the one WebSocket, man, in the context that's always the same, only created one time, never created again, and we use that object, you know? Yeah, contexts are a way to pass props. Yeah, so you're saying maybe I should just get rid of ZooStand and just use regular React context instead of trying this ZooStand, or should I ask ChatGPT? Use ZooStand to create and store a WebSocket so that I can reuse the same WebSocket in any component in my React Remix app. How about that? Let's create and store a WebSocket connection. Yes, we did that. Connect. Wait, what? Rocky88, what's happening? Am I dumb for doing this? What are you talking about? You don't even need context. You can also use dependency injection. It's just passing things down. Dependency injection is I need to say this child gets X, Y, and X. Yes, yes. But it would be nice if it was working in the context the way that I thought it would work, you know? So I'm not gonna give up just yet. I think I just need to research more and stuff. Maybe I'm relying too much on AI and it's leading me astray. So, alright. So we have this WebSocket store, they say. And I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Let me think. You just need to make sure the ref to the instance that lives at the root. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to let the store do. You know, I thought that's what ZooStand is gonna do when you put it in the store. It just keeps it there and it reuses the same thing. But it's not happening. And I don't know why. Because I know why. It's because I don't know anything about ZooStand or React. Alright. So I'm just trying to research, you know. Wait. Zombie child problem. What does that mean? Stores a hook. You can put anything in it. All right. All right. Let me think about this for a little bit. Damn, we got 1 hour left before I gotta go. Let me think. What am I trying to do here, man? Not making much progress today. So when React first started, we had the flux pattern. It was a life cycle that was used for state. It was what Redux was built on. Many people hate it because it's complex. This is like that? What do you mean this is like that? They say it's supposed to be easy. They say this is the craziest thing, but maybe got 51,000 stars, man. It's gotta be good, right? What about use context hook? Yeah, I guess that is like React without any libraries. Apparently this is supposed to be super performant, but maybe I should just ditch it because I don't, or wait, should I ditch it just because I don't know how to use it, or should I learn how to use it so that I can take advantage of all the cool things they've built in it, you know? It's a tough call. Anyways, context is the native way. It's a part of React. No third party. I mean, I don't have like a philosophy of never using any libraries though, you know. But maybe context is enough is what you're saying. But still, I would like to learn this thing. But maybe I should start with context and then upgrade to this thing after to see like the problems it solves, you know. But I think they say the problem it solves is you don't have to use that provider stuff to get your items from the context, you know. Immer, I don't know what that is. Anyways. I don't even know what that means. Are you saying this is like similar stuff? Context is not state. It's how you send refs to children. This thing is state management. Contexts are just function arguments that don't need to be explicitly stated at each child level. All right. So everybody thinks I should ditch this because it's garbage. Or maybe it's overkill, not garbage. I'm sure it's not garbage, you know. Let's do this. Here's what we're gonna do, man. I'm going to take the same where's my prompts, man? Well, I'll just write a new one. I want to create a WebSocket connection on my root page. I want to be able to use this WebSocket connection anywhere in my app. How can I do this with React context? Hepta5, what's happening? You're my favorite Latino streamer. Thank you. Wait, so instead of trickle down values from parent to child, use context to allow you. Yes, and I know how the context works at a basic level. Like, you don't have to do the prop drilling stuff. I get that. But I don't understand how we can create like a singleton WebSocket. Or, I mean, I have an idea in my mind, but when I haven't tried it with the context. I just tried it with the Zustand thing and AI, but it didn't do what I expected it to do. So now I'm gonna try it with this context stuff to see. Let me see what they're telling me to do. So we need a WebSocket context. WebSocket provider. All right. And I use WebSocket. All right, so that's what they want. They want some of that action. And then now they want this in my root file. Wait, yeah. Alright, I'll put it in my root file, man. Then wrap your layout with the provider. Alright. LGTM. Now you can use the WebSocket connection in any component. Let's try it. Let's try it out, man. In our socks thing. use WebSocket. Wait. Well, we don't have the messages yet. I'll just put blank for now. And then, hold on. Need that set new message thing. All right, let's see. Let's see if this works. What did they just say to me, man? Oh my god, maybe that's why nothing was working. Maybe... No, it must... No. I'm tripping. I don't know what I'm thinking. Isn't that a dang WebSocket provider right here? Or no. Maybe this isn't far up enough. Maybe it needs to be... Where is... I mean, the root is the root, right? This must be it, you know? Avocado Violet, thank you very much for the raid. How are you doing? Are you still LeetCode grinding? I'm struggling out here with React. I don't know anything about React. It's so difficult. But Dead Egos is helping me out a lot, man. Even though I don't really understand much. Let me think. So what's my issue? First, the context stuff doesn't work. Which it looks, I mean, maybe I should just read the docs, man. I don't think vibe coding is going well for me. Should I check out Kent Dodd's stuff? I saw, man, this is too old. 2021. Get out of here. Issy Hogo, what's happening, man? Welcome. Honestly, I'm more of a fan of Svelte or Vue. Pina? Never heard of Pina. Are you asking AI the right questions? Q, I'm a terrible prompt engineer. I'm a terrible engineer, period, probably. So how come I can't call this dang thing from this function? Why is it tripping like that, man? What are they talking about? You know? Maybe I need a link to click on. Pina is a state library like ZooStand. I see. You gotta pass it into a provider. Wait, what are you talking about, Isihogo? So I think Flumsy, what's happening? How you doing, man? What you working on? I'm just trying to do something with WebSockets, but and React and managing context and state and all that stuff. So I'm trying to have, all right, when you go onto my website, I want it to connect one WebSocket to my socket server, and I want it to keep that connection throughout the whole app and use it for like a chat overlay, you know. That's like my idea, kind of like a Steam chat overlay, but I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm just asking AI to do it for me, but it's not working out too great. I might have to actually read some stuff, you know. All right, Isihogo, let me see what you linked. Wrap your components in a context provider. Yeah, I can share the code. Let me take you. So here's a context WebSocket provider or whatever. Is this a context provider? Well, here's a create context WebSocket provider. And then I wrap this. I mean, it's right here. It's looking good so far. So, oh, here, use a use effect to, hold on. Are you just vibe coding? Alien Musk 100. I'm trying to, man, but I'm not a good vibe coder. Wait, so this has a use effect, this WebSocket provider, that it looks like it gets called right here. And then shouldn't this connect? Oh, wait. What is this, man? WebSocket store? We're not using that junk anymore, man. Hold on. I think AI messed up some stuff. They're mixing the WebSocket store thing with this. I don't think that is right. Yeah, is that right? Try to index everything again. Settings, features, index. Wait, what does that do? Just tell they aren't right. Yeah. I don't want them to get mad at me though. All right, let me delete this WebSocket store thing. I don't need that, man. It's just AI junk anyways. Let me try and clean up all the junk that I've added. And then I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna have it do it again, man. Can I close this chat? Or I don't know how to vibe code too good, but we're about to try some things now. So what context do we need here? Wait, settings there, the close tab. Oh, this is what you're talking about? I'll check that out in a bit. All right. All right, let me just copy the same thing, and I'll add roots Let me see what it does, man. Trust me, I'm a senior vibe coder. Alright. The reason I don't want to do it, I don't know what's in my settings, man. I don't know if it's gonna dox me, man. If I'm clicking around stuff. Wait. I had to do SSO shit for work and I asked AI. I was more confused, so I just went to the docs and it worked. Yeah, it's been happening to me too, Isihogo, where I just kind of try to rely on the AI, and it sounds good. Like, yeah, that looks like how you use a WebSocket provider, and nothing works. But sometimes it works. But right now it's not working for me. Anyways, let's see what it told us to do. So I'm gonna just apply. What did that do, man? I feel like it didn't even do anything. No changes made, it says. Why does this have that WebSocket store junk still? Alright, so you're saying... What do you say I should do again? What's in WebSocket? Man, it's a file I deleted, man. It shouldn't even be there. It's some features. And... code base index. Do compute index. Click that button. Damn, look how many... I think my thing is too big. Can I just tell it to do a little bit? I think I got too much shit open. Maybe that's bad. Nah, it's like I'm just opening up my whole projects folder, man. It's a bunch of junk files. Maybe, alright. You know what I'm gonna try and do? I'm gonna try and, I'm gonna open it up, but I'm only opening the React stuff that we're in. And I think after this, I gotta go read about context and stuff. I didn't study up enough, clearly, and I'm running into all these issues here, which sucks. So I'm about to open, what is this? All right, here we go, man. Here we go. I'm gonna step out to do this first. So this is from my brain. Dang, Isihogo. Well, thank you for stopping by, man. Hopefully I can get this one day. The vibes are off. Why the hell do we need settings? The AI should just figure it out without us. Yeah. Alright, Isihogo. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Good to see you around. What kind of LeetCode take-home project is this? Yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't know anything these days. Jesus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me see what the hell. This doesn't exist, yeah. WebSocket provider not defined. I'm gonna delete, revert everything back to how it was originally. Alright, now Alien Musk 100. Here we go. Features. Oh, it's indexing. It's indexing now by itself. I think before it was just I had too many things open. So you're saying after it indexes, everything's just gonna work? It's just gonna know what's up? Now we're vibing. All right. I want to be vibing, man. All right, not much progress today, but I think we figured out a bunch of problems though that I need to study more. All right. Oh man, Brett wants to do a type racer. Insane. I don't think I've ever seen Brett redeem type racer. What's happened, Brett? Welcome to the party. Wait, hold on. We'll do that in 1 second. But better mention which files you want to focus on or in start point of tracing. I saw someone hard coding his API keys and selling SaaS. Wait, what? Make sure also is all right. Let's do the type racer real quick while this thing is thinking. Oh, vibe coding is tough, man. Just trying to do some. I thought you could just vibe code these things so easily since all these things are like solved problems and there's so many open source projects with these things working, but I guess I'm a bad prompt engineer. All right, here we go, man. We're gonna make progress. We've been stuck before, don't you worry. We've been stuck on trying to compile the C++ for like 3 days, and we got over that. So we can get over anything, right? We're making slow progress. Here we go. First race, warm-up round. Second race, championship round. All right, first race. First race. Easy first place today, man. 111. Guest with a 110. Q Ultimus 105. Too bad that was the warm-up. Otherwise, I'd have won that championship. Guest. Guest from Egypt. Guest from Germany. And guest from USA. A few USA guests. Clistar 70. All right, here we go. Championship round is about to begin. Y'all ready? It's about to begin right now. Oh, Pixel Pusher is here. It's over. All right. Man, my brain just can't process the words fast enough, man. Dang, 188. That's pretty fast for you. And second place. Don't defense, man. You gotta log in. What's going on today? 93. Q, me and you tied 93. And 78, 77, 71, and 69 for Clistar. And 52. So many guests. Alright, 188 Pixel Pusher. Let's add that to the website, man. Another championship. Easy work. Dang, 188. That is your third fastest time, Pixel Pusher. I'm doing guest participations because I think if Q or No Concrete see my ID, they'll try hard. Yeah, I think we all try hard all the time. Mosaic 007, how you doing, man? 10 keyless, nerfing my big fingers. Man, 10 keyless, that's what you all using. Anyways, back to the, let's see if cursor index. It did index. Alright, should we try that again? Should we try telling it, I want to create a single WebSocket connection at the root. And I want to use context or React context to be able to access this instance of the WebSocket in any component. Is that a good prompt? I don't know. Wait, no, change them all from also to stop. How do I do that? We got a senior vibe engineer helping us. Oh, right here. We wanted 3.7 max. Dang, 5 cents per request. Come on, man. All right, let's do that again. Let's do it again. Enable thinking. Wait, how do you do that? Thinking enabled. Dang. I didn't know all this stuff. Okay. Okay. Learning how to vibe code here. Alright. It thought for 2 seconds. Good to go. Here we go. It just did it for me? Oh wait. It's just doing everything for me, man. I did not know how to vibe code. Thank you for teaching me. LGTM. We're done. Everything works. Wait, this is the Chad agent model. Arik, yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about earlier, but now I know. Expand the suggestions if you want to inspect the changes. Do I want to inspect it, man? I don't even know what we're doing. Oh, this is just an example component. I see. Yeah, what are the changes? So it just has this WebSocket context. Let me see. I guess everything is here. Wait, hold on. If it's doing it for you, what happens if it screws it up? I don't know. Maybe if you had a good version control, you can just revert the changes. But I don't have good version control, man. It's a wild, wild west out here. Alright. Can we understand this? WebSocket provider. I guess this is use effects. Whenever the component is mounted, creates a new socket. This is not the right thing. Because as we learned, localhost and 127001 is not the same. All right, LGTM, man, that looks good to me. We're ready to go. Oh wait, I need to use it. So they gave me the example component. We'll just use this. I'll do it from the, what's my route called? Socks. I'm gonna delete all these things that we don't really need, and so much junk in here. I guess we already got this. Just need to update the import. Wait, what is it? Socket and is connected. That's what we need. And then how do we use it? I don't know what that means, but we'll add it there. Wait. Above the chat box, changes won't be reserved unless you press accept. I see. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This little thing right here. Alright, I don't know if I got everything, but let's see what happens, if anything happens. Alright, look at that. WebSocket connected. I like to see that. Just connected a bunch more times, it looks like. So this ain't no singleton, nothing, man. But it received a message. That's nice. Okay, alright. Maybe we're onto something. So, handle message received. No, we don't want just that. Maybe I need like, alright, I need my messages to also stay forever. But maybe that's another problem, I guess. Let's just do this for now. Where's message set twice? Right here. Man. Feel a little bit defeated today. All this stuff is tough, man. I'm not making as much progress as I'd like. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, right. I need to update this thing to... Look, it already knows. It already knows. Hold on, something strange is happening. Man, nobody typed that, man. Event.data. I don't know what's happening, man. Oh, it's hard coding some silly message that I didn't tell it to do. Where's that happening? Is it happening in here? No. So this socket on open, on close, on error. I guess I don't have a send. Let's see. Yeah, it would be nice if this thing could like collect all the messages received, and I could just have all those messages forever saved in this context thing. But I don't know if what I'm doing is correct, man. It feels like anytime I click off and go to another page or like another route, it disconnects, you know? Maybe I gotta really research what I'm doing here. Oh lordy. On message. Oh, this is a message received. That's not what I want. I want to send a message. How do I send message, man? Or maybe I'll just do that here. Try to give it direction of what you want as behaviors if it's behaving a default behavior. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get better at prompting AI. Maybe my prompts are just not very specific, you know? Oh, this is the send message, man. I'm tripping. Jesus Christ. So send message, text, new message. How do I do that? I go like this. Man, what is going on over here? Anyways, I think I'm losing steam right now. I only got a few more minutes, but I don't think I'm getting much done in these last few minutes. Well, my message is being received properly now, but I don't think it's in the format that I expect it to be in. I think that's supposed to be. Let me see what it's expecting. Is this for a type racer? This eventually it will be for not exactly this, but this is like my learning projects, man. Shouldn't you finish your first project Guardian before your next project? Nah, Guardian it's not a project. It's just trying to hit a goal, you know? What are you trying to do here? Message. Oh, I don't specify how I get anything. Anyways. Oh lordy. So Let me at least make this thing work again real quick. I think I know how to do it. So I'm expecting it to be content.text. Or right? Whatever, I'm just gonna put message.text, man. It ain't that serious. Alright. There is something. It's kind of working. I have 0 projects and never had any. Wait, what? Wait, some side projects stay with you for the long run. I feel okay with working on max 3 projects to not get bored when I get stuck on something. Wait, 0 side projects and never had any what? Yeah, I only got really one. I have a few side projects, I guess. Never had any side project. That's crazy, don't defense. What does that mean? Like you've never programmed anything before outside of work or school? Well, I think my problem is when I navigate somewhere. Oh, when I type it in like that. I think I need to create a link that I click on, and maybe what I'm trying to accomplish, maybe that's a problem. Since I navigate to that URL like that, it's like it's reloading the app and I'm losing the connection. So let me real quick make a link to see how that affects some things. Where the hell do I do that, man? I do that in my header somewhere, maybe. Yeah, here are my links. Here's my links. All right. WebSocket connected. Now I'm in here, type a bunch of silly messages. Hello there. And I leave. And I come back. And it's good. I think that's good, man. I think it is using it. The whole time it's just because I've been typing in the dang address in the URL and hitting enter, so it reloads everything. It loses that connection and it creates a new one. But now that I have a link to click, it appears things are working as intended. Is there a way to print it out? Yeah, I print out. This is what I print. WebSocket connected when it's connected. So I know it's not doing that when I mount or when I hit that route. It doesn't hit that again, you know. Refreshing recent, yeah, for sure. It feels like a silly thing to not realize. So now, all right, now I gotta tell it. All right, good AI, very good, very good. Now I want to store. Wait, what other context do we need here? Now I want to store all the messages that the WebSocket receives. I before E, except after C. In the context. JCast19, what's happened? I got ignored. Wait, sorry. I didn't see our messages, man. Come on now. What's this for? This is for my learning. I'm just trying to use WebSockets. I'm trying to, all right, I'll tell you exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a chat overlay for my website where this component, you click it somewhere on the screen and it will just bring up the chat and you can see everybody who's on the website and you can talk with them. That's what I'm working towards. And I think it's a nice project for me to get familiar with WebSockets before I move on to something more complicated after this. So this is just like a little starter project for me, you know. And I forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was trying to vibe code here to tell it to store the messages as well. Wait. Okay. Should I just accept LGTM? Let's take it. Thought for 3 seconds. And it says update the example components, which is my socks. So instead of having my messages here, I'll just comment this out. Oops. I'll have them there. And we don't need to do to handle these messages, right? If the thing is gonna, all right, let's see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, sitting here restarting CS50 from where I left off last year, struggling here with you, good sir. Yeah, BZTV, it's a real struggle out here sometimes. I think the number one most important thing for learning tech is to not give up, man. Keep on keeping on. Eventually, you'll get there, even if you're struggling. Sometimes I struggle for weeks, and then it finally, everything clicks, you know? Alright, was I trying this thing real quick? Alright, so here, now I go to my socks. Send some, oh no, now we get double messages. Come on now. But we go back, and it's still there. Alright, so now we gotta figure out why we get double messages. Should we inspect what? Man, first of all, I don't want this example component. Second, why double messages? Oh, because debug mode. So if we ran this in not npm run dev, but npm, how do you not run dev? npm run, npm start, maybe. Wait, from the way I perceive you, you're already a senior dev and trying new things. Sir, am I correct? I am. I'm a mid-level engineer officially, and I'm trying new things. I do C++ infrastructure. All right, hold up. I mean, why is it not working? Oh, it has some weird. Well, man, this, what the hell is this? This ain't right. This is some real old stuff. Oh, I know why. Needs to build, probably. Wait, how I don't have Omega lol? I don't got any of that, man. Light up 79. How you doing? Is it worthwhile buying a split keyboard? I don't know. I've never really used them. I'd say if you got money, man, just buy it. You'll be alright. Alright, now it's looking like what it should look like. Alright, here we go. We're trying to see. Okay, so it is that development mode why it has the double messages, so that's good. So look at that, man. Our messages are storing even as we leave. So this, right now it's not an overlay or anything, it's just a component, a route. But eventually it will be like an overlay. You click on the chat button, you see how many people online in the chat room, all that stuff. But there are some other roadblocks for us ahead. So I'm using Supabase for authentication, and Supabase does not have a C++ client, unfortunately. They got JavaScript, TypeScript, Dart, Flutter, Swift, Python, C#, Go, Kotlin, Ruby, Godot, but no C++. So I think, I don't think I'll do it the next stream, but I think eventually I'm gonna have to create a C++, basic C++ library to talk to the Supabase REST API. And I'm hopefully I can vibe code that whole library, man, because I don't really want to build it, you know. Mozaid says, oh, so I guess you're the correct person to ask. One time I faced this criticism. So you're a data science guru that can't build file systems for shit. It hit me hard because I came from computer engineering to ML AI itself. And then trying to land ML engineering roles, should I just let my FOMO hit me and go learn things from scratch, or continuing with what I have to do on job only is enough? What? Wait, what's the question? I don't know. So you're a data science guru and people are making fun of you because you can't build a file system. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have much advice because I don't fully understand the question. Why not now? What are you talking about? Wait, why would you write a file system? Jug Pearl, how are you doing? Welcome to the party. Not CS grounded, I mean. Wait, let me read your thing one more time. Wait, what are you? You are a data scientist and you're wondering if you should learn software engineering because you don't know how to build. I don't know how to build things from scratch, man. All right, I've been doing C++ professionally for 3.5 years. And last week I must have spent like 2 weeks, like 3-4 different days trying to import a third-party library and compile like a super basic C++ thing, and it took so long, man. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to know how to build things from scratch to be good at your job, man. It's two different things. Like, you know, maybe your job doesn't require you to build things from scratch. So it depends. If you want to learn how to build things, maybe you should learn how to do that. But if you don't care about building things, then just go about doing your job well. Yeah, you got a job. Spend your free time on what interests you, not on what interests other people. Yeah, I think that's pretty good advice. Don't worry about what other people tell you you should know. You're a dang data science guru, man. Who cares about building something from scratch if you know how to science out the data? Unless you want to be a software engineer that or work at a startup building stuff from scratch, you know. Anyways, look at the time, man. I gotta go. And I think I thought I didn't make any progress today, but it's looking like we made a little bit of progress. First we had a senior vibe engineer come in here and tell us how to do things, which is nice. And then we got this context thing working. So we did the LeetCode daily. Everything's good. Wait, JCast, what are you talking about, man? JCast 19. Where's your LeetCode profile? Did you link it? Yeah. Oh, you don't want to share it. You don't want to share it. You should, man, I used to tell everybody to take the contest. Like, it's a great way to judge your skills. But man, lately these contests have been so hard. I don't even know if it's a great idea to take it or if it was just gonna demoralize you, you know. Simon, you said you've been vibe coding your whole life. Why you not senior yet? You gotta talk to your boss about a promotion? Man, promo is too hard, man. They want you to do all types of crazy things. Do virtual of all contests. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Don't defense. I think maybe contests from like, I don't know what year, like 2023 and earlier. It's like pre-generative AI contest, and I think LeetCode was really geared towards interview questions back then. I feel these days it feels like a competitive programming platform more and more every day instead of an interview readiness platform, you know? All right, I gotta go, man. Out here talking about LeetCode. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Don't abandon us? Sorry, we need a don't defense roadmap. Hey, don't defense. When are we gonna learn segment trees from you? Someone claim a type racer? Who claimed the type racer, man? I don't see no type racer. It's not type racer time, it's bedtime, man. Oh, no, nah. Nobody claimed a type racer. Get out of here. Can we get rid of the 1 per stream restriction? Nah, wait, type racer? I can teach you segment trees whenever you want. I do want to learn segment trees. I don't know what your schedule is like or if you have to prepare a lesson for me. But yeah, let's think about that. Let's try and do that sometime in the next month. Don't defense. Maybe we can talk offline about when works for you. So, you know, lately I've been having a lot of streaming issues where I'll disconnect. And I think I found out the problem is like I was using a newer version of OBS. So yesterday I downgraded all my OBS stuff to like old versions. And so far I haven't disconnected this stream, so I think everything is working now like it used to. Speaking of internet problems, Icy Black Deep. Get him to make a roadmap for us. Yeah, alright, I'll try. Can Can you upgrade again? Wait. There's a stream reset? What are you talking about, man? No. I gotta go. So, look, Samir here. Oh, shit. Before I go, you know what I've been wanting to do that I haven't done for weeks, man? Weeks and weeks and weeks. I feel ashamed. I wanted to add Samir is here onto the LeetCoders thing, man. That's what I wanted to do. Coin flip? Nah, come on. So I'm gonna do that now before I sign off. Otherwise, I'm never gonna do it. Right here. I'm gonna add Samir. Wait, who else am I adding? Is there any other LeetCoder that... wait, wrong IDE. Here we go. Pretty good guess. Yeah, right. Anyways, I think Samir's here is okay for now. I'll build it some other time, man. Too lazy to do it. Let's go raid. All right. Wait, disable timer? Wait, Q has the power to do that? I hope not. Hey, stop trying to corrupt Q Ultimus, my one and only moderator here. Mozaid, hope I'll be here when you hit LeetCode Guardian. Yeah, I hope I'll hit LeetCode Guardian. I feel like it's slipping further and further away from me as time goes on. Wait, why does Pixel Pusher have a profile but his typeracer stats are empty? It's because I've been typing his name in typeracer as Pixel Pusher with an I, but it's actually Pixel Pusher with an I, with an L. I'm sorry. So I'll have to update that. I'll have to update the SQLite stuff to change all the Pixel Pushers to PLXEL pushers. That's why it doesn't match. So there's like a few bugs here and there. What is it, Gambit? Man, we're about to raid, man. See you later, everybody. Have a good night. I didn't even say my goodbyes. Adios, amigos. Don't defense, JCast19, Mozad, Q Ultimus, no condom, Chris. See you later. YouTube. Adios.